Welcome back to another episode of Big John's Cooking. Today, we're doing some truffles. Stick with us. We're gonna go 2.5 cups of flour to get us started. Half cup here, and I'm gonna sift this 2.5 cups, and then we're gonna go 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and then we're gonna just sift this out. And this may take a minute, so I'll bring you back when I got it done. And always a good reason to sift when you're baking. Get those little lumps out. Mix this up. Get everything all combined. Alright, on to the next step. We're going to set this aside. Alright, I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of butter or so, 1.5 cups of sugar, blend together. We're going to toss in a couple of eggs. There's one. Let me crack another one here. And I do like to crack my eggs in a bowl before I put them in my stuff, just in case of the shells, you know what I'm saying? Or catch one of those with the little blood clot in it. You know, the ones we just love to see whenever we cooking and got our mouth all ready to eat something, and there it is. Something we got to hurry up and pull out so it don't contaminate the rest of them. Not to saying that it's bad, but if it's done started creating the chicken, let's let it finish off so I can fry it. 1 cup of vegetable oil. Then we got 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I thought that was weird too, but that's what the recipe said. And 1 cup of buttermilk. Now we're going to gradually add our mixture into this, a little bit at a time. We don't create no mess, although we know I'm good for that. So let me get that done. Last little bit in. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Mix that in. then we're going to do a tablespoon of food coloring. Add that. Mix that in. I added another tablespoon to mine, so that's 2 tablespoons of food coloring. It just wasn't dark enough for me, so I wanted to get a little redder. Let's see if I messed up. Alright, I got me 2 pans here, supposed to be 8 inch, and I'm spraying them with some Pam that has some flour in the mix, so I'm spraying it kind of heavy, hoping that it does the job that I should have done with adding some flour in so it don't stick. So I'm gonna try to divide this up evenly as possible. I'm not that even kind of guy, but I hope I don't jack this up. I'm sure somebody will let me know if I do. So with that said, hopefully we knock this out the park. I got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. So as soon as that comes up to heat, we're gonna put our cakes in there and get ready for our next step. Alright, got the cakes out the oven. We're gonna let them cool down. We'll move on to the next step. The cake is cooled down. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna use both halves. I'm just gonna crumble this up as small as possible. We don't want no big clumps. We're gonna break it down. Nice. We want pure crumbs. All right, so with that, let me get this knocked out, crumble it down as fine as I could possibly get it, and we'll set this aside and work on our next step, which is the cream cheese. All right, looks good. Set that aside. Let's get our cream cheese going. Okay, in a separate bowl. All right. We're gonna take our cream cheese and we're gonna go with about a cup of powdered sugar. I said a cup, but let's do a half a cup. We don't want these to be overly sweet, because we're also going to be dipping them in chocolate. So, you know, let's see where we got with this. Take our mixer and see if we can bring this together without making a huge mess. Alright. I say make it easy on yourself. Make sure your cream cheese is room temperature. Kind of mix it with your mixer before you add your sugar. What I had to do was actually scrape the sides a little bit to bring this together. But that's what we want right there. So let's let me clean this up. We'll add the two together here. All right. So bring this over. We're just going. And you can use both sides of the cake. That I had 2 pans, but I really didn't want to make that many. I think this is going to make quite a bit as it is. And I'm going to have to go from a few different places. Well, not a few different places, but a couple different places to pass these out. So we don't sit around here and munch them up ourselves, but we want to stir this in together. You can use a spatula or wooden spoon. Get in there with your hands, and we just want to bring this together. Try to get everything mixed in, not have any lumps. So let me bring this together, and I'll bring it back when I got it. And just so you know, I did get in there with my hands and mix this in. It made it a lot easier than working with a spatula. So wash your hands up, go and get in there, play with it. It'll make it go a lot faster. Alright, so let me get some something to put these on. I think I got some wax paper. That would be the best thing to use, some wax paper. So let me get that. Alright, so just get you a little bit. You want to make you some balls about that size. Working pretty good. A little smaller. Yeah, that'll work. Want to make sure that they're decent. Don't want any to crack up on you. But you want them bite size. You know I'm showing. You know, like you're working with some Play-Doh here. Work it up pretty good. Make them nice and smooth. Oh, lovely. A great Valentine's Day gift for somebody. Feeling real generous and nice and boyfriend or husband like, or even wife like, you know. So that's somebody special. Let me finish these up and I'll bring you back. Also, if you want to really make it easier on yourself, get you one of these. That way you can portion these out a little bit better, more evenly. I kind of jumped the gun this morning. Yeah, these are much better. Perfect size, bite size, and I'm not sitting here trying to figure out, oh, how can I make these more even? You know, they're not coming out the way I want. Now they are. All right, I got these all put together. I'm gonna put them in the cooler and let them sit, firm up some while I'm bringing my chocolate together. You can do the chocolate a couple different ways. I got the kind you can heat up in the microwave, but you could also put it on a pot of boiling water in a glass heat-proof bowl and let it melt that way. I want to do this in a hurry, so like I said, I got the kind I can melt in the microwave, so we're going to go with that. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes while we take care of that. And of course, now I'm not spending 30 minutes on my chocolate. I'm just going to let these sit for 30 minutes. Somewhere in between that time, I'll get my chocolate ready and I'll bring you back. Okay, I like this product mainly. It costs a little more, but it came with its own container. So less mess for me. Bam, there you go. Walmart, Best Buy. 1 minute. I'm gonna go another 30 seconds because I want it, really, really melty. But yeah, this is the one. All right, here we go. Got these covered with plastic. Get that off. Better safe than sorry. Get me some gloves on right quick. We're gonna work with the fork, but just get that in. Get that bad boy covered up. Get some of that excess off. That's that country boy in me. Excess. I'm gonna work with 2. Just dump that off. Move on to the next one. Now what you can do, if you got any extra cake before that icing or chocolate sets on there, you could put some of your extra cake on top of that for decoration. It could be nice. So let me get the rest of these bad boys done while we decide if we're gonna do anything extra for decorations. I think they look great as is. So let's do this. Not all perfect, but definitely a good effort on my behalf. I think my wife's gonna be happy. Happy Valentine's to all. I hope this gives you a good idea of what you might want to do for your special someone. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend about me. And I'll see you on the next one.